In this short chapter, I'm going to talk about the effects in InDesign. These are effects that you can apply to images and text created in InDesign, and they're very similar to the effects that used to be the sole domain of Photoshop. In the old days, you had to take your images out to Photoshop, add effects like drop shadow, bevel, glow, and then bring them back into InDesign, and if you needed to change them, then you had to go back out again. Also, there were problems if you had text like this with an effect over an image like this. Well, then you would have had to do that in InDesign. You couldn't do that to the text here. So in InDesign CS2, they introduced effects, and to be honest, they were a little bit suspect, especially when you were exporting them out to PDF. But PDF is a lot more robust now, and for most people you can use these effects and not have any problems. However, at the end of this tutorial I'll give you a tip on making sure that there are fewer problems with them in your output. Now here we have the winemaker's dinner menu that we're putting out a flyer for here, and there's a number of effects here, and I'm just going to take you through them all in another page which is exactly the same thing but with no effects on them. First of all, we're going to start off with where to find the effects. There are a number of places, and it's usually best to select a graphic first, so I'll just click here. We can go to the object menu, choose effects, and then if we click on one of these we go into this menu. Let me cancel out of that. We can also go to the window menu and choose effects there. I already have it docked over here, so it just pops out. Now from here you can only change the transparency, which we'll get into in a minute. If you want to go to something like drop shadow, well, yes, we go back into our old friend the dialog box. So let me close that up. The other place you can do it is from the control panel. Up here there are a few buttons here. This is all the transparency effects here. If we pull down this one here, yes, we go back into the same dialog box. So really I'm just going to deal with these options up here at the top, and that is the transparencies, and then if I need to go into the dialog box I'll come up over here.